Hey, what's up, Scott? How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm just getting started. Still setting up on Twitch and YouTube right now. Getting some music going. So, guys, really quickly, if you're watching this past broadcast on Instagram, make sure you guys come to the lives. Turn your notifications on. I don't know if that's a thing on Instagram, but come join the conversation. I'm also streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So if you come to my YouTube or Twitch, you'll be able to actually see what I'm editing. But on Instagram, it just kind of shows my face. But I'm going to create some Instagram Reels shorts. The same thing. Use them in the same spot. Think what was the one that I said in the last stream which one I wanted to do. Thank you. Thank you.
Captain, take us where you
Yeah.
And I've learned from his
What was the one that I wanted? Forgot which one I wanted. Actually, there's a few in here that I could probably take, to be honest.
Thank you. This could be good for your. Do you still have the frog? What you tying on now? It's way into the log, right?
Because this is the one that I just took.
I got a lure some. Oh, one missed. Oh. Dang. Got him. Little guy. There you go. But time. Like.
Where did I?
And it's so devour it.
I forgot where I said I wanted to.
Oh, he missed. Small guy though. Well, it'll be nicer if we catch a fish on it. Oh, like that. Oh,
That was close.
oh, he had it. Baby, come back.
Baby, come back.
Oh, got one. That man. Oh gosh, forgot there's a step there.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you.
What did I want?
That's
I
a good
forgot
one.
where I wanted to make a clip. Ah, it's needing to load.
take that. Frog fishing at its finest. Take it. There we go. That's a good one. Come on. Come on, buddy. Where are you at? Let's bring you back out. All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
All right, so right here.
Oh God. Okay. Phew. To put it away.
I think this is where I want
You
to.
just really have to find the right spot for it.
Did I just say I think? I feel like.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
And well, I'm glad I didn't because I caught a bass way down here. Okay, so I think I'm going to take this. Take this, take this, take this. All the way to this. And we can turn this into a short. It'll be like, have you ever talked about changing a lure, decided not to, and glad you didn't, or something like that? This was one of those days. I try to come up with a phrase in my reels and shorts. So there's a guy that I watch, and a lot of there's like comments that come in. Yo, what up, Hook? Sorry if I missed it. What software are you using? I am using Movavi. It's a really basic program. It's like $40. When I was searching for programs, I wanted something that was cheaper and really, really basic. And what I mean by that is, like, when I was doing a lot of my edits, I was using iMovie, and it's, to me, one of the closest programs to iMovie. And the reason why I wanted something basic is because I wanted something that was cheap, and if it's basic, it's not. What up, Megabass? If it's not basic, it's more expensive. And for me, like, I'm not trying to do a bunch of flashy edits because I'm the one, most of us are the ones filming, editing, promoting, all that stuff. So, like, when you're sitting down at a desk and you're trying to, like, edit this all together and make it super flashy, it can be time consuming. So I use Movavi. It's the simplest program I found that is cheap and gets the job done. There's some nuances of it, but it works. It works. So now that so here's where.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw.
All right, so okay, so I'm gonna do a quick. It's gonna be quiet until I do my voiceover, but I'm gonna do my voiceover, and I really do think I'm just gonna be like. It's gonna be like. Have you ever almost changed a lure but decided not to and glad you didn't? Well, this was one of those days, something like that. Have you ever almost changed a lure, but decided not to, and glad you didn't? This was one of those days. See how that sounds.
All right, as much as I want.
Have you ever almost changed a lure, but decided not to, and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like
I could turn this up a little bit so you can hear me casting, because there's not much going on. $56, okay. Have you ever almost changed a lure, but decided not to, and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like
And you were glad you didn't?
Need to throw something else.
And glad you didn't? Try that again. Have you ever almost changed a lure, but decided not to, and glad you didn't? Okay, I guess it was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
I think that works.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Phew.
Give it to that. So if you guys want to watch the full video, this full video is live on my YouTube channel. This was a fun day of fishing.
I got one. Way deep into the creek. Oh, yeah. Yep. He's underwater. It's a good one. Whew. He was deep back there. Way back there. In the biggest, not the first one. Just over a pound.
So now I gotta trim it. So I like to try to make, so Instagram now, I think YouTube now is, or soon going to be where you can do a minute 30, but I think a minute is fine. And if I can trim it down, because then that means I can use the same video for both platforms. I don't do TikTok. It's not that I'm against it or anything. Actually, I just read something. Actually, I think TikTok's being banned in 2025. Is it? I think I read something.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He's underwater. Oh. That was sweet. Oh. It's a good one. Whew. He was deep back there. Way back there.
What is it at? 9? So I need to get rid of
just over a pound.
Wait, what is this part?
There he is. Just over a pound. There he is.
See.
There he is.
I can do the release. Sometimes I really do think like this simplest edits are just, there's a lot of videos that I see, motivational, how to do certain things. Reason why your videos don't get any clicks is because they're boring. And it's like, well, to be fair, like, sure, maybe the edit wise is boring, but I truly believe one of the reasons why people get burnout is because they try way too hard in the beginning, and then they go full throttle in the beginning and they lose motivation towards the end because you burn yourself out. And even though you think your video, so like if you do all their flashy edits and do all that stuff, you're still not going to get the clicks that everybody else gets. So don't like burn yourself out in the beginning. Do a nice like steady pace. I think edits that are clean, simple. I think captions are key, but what sucks about now with CapCut is you have to pay to use their captions. So, and I don't pay for CapCut. So Instagram has one. It has it. It's free. They don't look great. They're very dull and boring, but captions are key. I think captions are very important because in this scene, for example, you can't see me talking. So, but with the captions, it will pop up on screen to show you that I am talking and what I'm saying. So, when I pick that thumbnail or whatever for the Instagram reel or the short, you can see the words. Even though you don't see me talking, see anybody talking, you look at the fish and it could say, oh, there he goes. And you can see it across the screen. That's very important. But I think there's just so much burnout that happens in the beginning with content creation because there's so many people that believe content creation is not very hard, or like being a streamer or content creator in general is not very hard. I'll tell you right now, it's not as hard as certain jobs. I'll tell you that. Like there's a lot of jobs, but this is just if you don't have anybody working for you and you are by yourself, you are the creator, the editor, the social media manager, You are the network, or like you're the business. You are the business. And it's really tough. It's really time consuming, but which any other business is, you know, when you're starting your own business. I just think there's big burnout because people try way too hard in the beginning and don't find like a rhythm, don't find their style of editing, things like that, and that can really burn people out. Because in the beginning of my videos, when I first started creating fishing content, I didn't know exactly where the direction I wanted to go. I wanted it to be vlog style. I wanted it to be simple. I didn't want to be burned out. And now I have found kind of a rhythm how I like to edit, how I like to do my intros, how I like to make my teasers. And you just stack those. So every video you do a teaser, every video you do create some shorts out of it. Yeah, every video you're doing something with it, but don't tire yourself out. Going to like, just burnout is true. Burnout is true. And the last thing I want to be is burned out about fishing. Like, that's the last thing. Ever almost changed a lure? Have you ever almost changed but decided not to and glad you didn't? This. Have you ever almost changed a lure but decided not to and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like... All right, as much as I want to throw a frog... All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
That's totally under a minute. Why is that still showing a minute? Really? Wow, okay. So I definitely need to trim some. This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like...
Also, I always also recommend make sure your videos are under a minute, because if they're just a hair over on YouTube, they'll cut it off. Like, it'll cut off weird. Have you ever almost changed a lure but decided not to and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
Have you ever almost changed a lure but decided... Have you ever almost changed a lure but decided not to and glad you didn't? Have you ever almost changed a lure but decided not to and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else. Oh.
Hey, what's up, Ron? How are you?
Way deep into the creek.
Welcome. Just working on a video.
Oh, yeah.
Working on a reel from one of my just videos I posted yesterday. Well, I guess technically a short and a reel, but if you would like to see it live, we are live on YouTube as well. YouTube and Twitch, but yeah. Trying to see, I gotta figure out the cropping. Lure, but decided not to and glad you didn't. This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else. I got one. Way deep in... I got one. Way deep into the creek. Oh, yeah. Yep. He's underwater. Oh.
Duh. Where else would he be?
That was sweet. Oh. It's a good one. Whew. He was deep back there. Way back there. Just over a pound. There he is. Just over a pound. There he is. Just over a pound.
Just over a pound. Just over a pound. From left.
Just over a pound. Over a pound. There he is. Over a pound. There he is. Pound. There he is. Pound. There he is.
This moves too quickly though. I'm trying to figure out what maybe too far over. I actually think maybe it's too far over.
There he is. Pound. There he is.
Have you ever almost changed a lure but decided not to and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
Oh yeah, you know what? I need to yeah. I need to cut down a little bit more because I need to add background black. We need to do text here. And then say full video on channel. Link in bio. All right, so I think I can play music now.
You're watching.
Bye. It's too close. But there's also I'd recommend Hook. This program's kind of aggravating. Like they have a high resolution preview, but then it literally says the high resolution preview fits the screen resolution. It offers better quality, but may cause the program's performance to drop. It drops no matter what, dude. It's just it doesn't work. It's the most pointless feature. Have you ever almost changed a lure?
Hey, what's up, Sam?
Decided not to, and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
Hey, what up, Chef?
I got one. Way deep into the creek.
What's up, Sam? Good to see you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, sipping some coffee.
Yeah.
Cheers.
He's underwater. Oh. That was sweet. Sweet.
I actually think I'm gonna add a pan and zoom here as well. Right to left. Oh wait, I need a crop though. Oops, hold on. Do crop. Boop beep boop beep boop 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 beep. What up, Chef? I just noticed that you're still subbed, man. Thank you. That's a long time, dude. That's a long time. And I've just started creating content again. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. There's been so many people that have not canceled it. Well, I won't say so many people, but there's almost 10 people that have not canceled their subscriptions on Twitch. And I just kind of stopped, man. It was just not something I could do. So there's been a lot. It's kind of cool. It's just pretty feel good, man. It's pretty feel good.
That was sweet. Oh, that was sweet.
Where's this fish? Why can't I see it?
Oh,
It's because it's farther over. Okay, wait.
oh yeah.
That's part of the...
Yep. He's underwater. Way deep into the creek.
Wait, is this part of it too? Oh, it is. Oh, I don't know. TikTok. Oh, well, Instagram, dude. Instagram is legitimately the hardest platform to grow on, dude. 100%. 100%. Instagram is the hardest platform to grow on. 100%.
Oh. I got one. Way deep into the creek. Oh yeah.
I guess it's not that big a deal.
Oh. It's a good one. Whew. He was deep back there. Way back there.
That's center. Yeah, I think honestly that's fine.
He was deep back there. Way back there.
Have you ever almost changed a lure but decided not to and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else. Oh. I got one. Way deep into the creek. Oh yeah.
I actually don't know if that's a creek. That was just my
Yep.
first
He's underwater.
thought. When I said that, I was like, creek? I don't know if it's a creek.
That was sweet.
But it's a little inlet from the river.
Oh. It's a good one. Whew. He was deep back there. Way back there. Just over a pound.
Oh yeah, I need to trim.
There he is.
Oh, okay, it's one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
Would that be
Something
fine?
else,
No,
something
that's
else.
like. Need to get rid of 5 seconds. Hey, what up, T? Boss Daddy, what up, dude?
I got one. Way deep into the creek.
Like, yeah, dude.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with like any content you make can be dropped anywhere. Did I notice any difference in with fishing, like the way presenting lures and stuff? Not really. I fished the frog the same way that I've fished the frog before. The craw was my most confident bait there, and then all of a sudden I switched to the frog and I was just catching bass left and right. I actually cut out the back half of the video because we went to the other side of the lake and we didn't have any luck, or the river, and then we just kind of ended the video, or ended the day. So like it looks like we're kind of going back towards the boat launch, but we actually drive past it and then we come back, and so I kind of just cut that whole part out because we didn't do anything there. But I mean, did I notice any difference? Not really. I specifically threw baits that I knew, and the frog I think I got really lucky with. But I didn't notice any difference. I got, I caught fish with the craw. I caught at least 2 with the craw. Caught a couple with the plopper. Caught a smallmouth, a plopper, which was cool. And then frog for the rest of the day until I went to the other side of the river and threw a spinner and stuff and didn't have, I even threw a spinner and didn't have any luck. So I kind of just was like, we'll nix the whole backside of the video and just make it look like we wrapped up the day. But I didn't really notice a difference. The fish were hiding in places that I assumed they would be. Up on the bank, next to logs, and under trees. Like, that's where I was casting the entire time and getting lucky. And I think I said this last stream though, but I didn't realize that my father-in-law I didn't realize until just recently that my father-in-law only caught one bass that day. I'm telling you, again, it's a private lake. So I expect to catch fish all the time. But what I love about having this private lake to be able to go fishing at is that it has allowed me to gain so much experience. I've learned so much that when I went to this river, I had a lot of confidence on how to present lures, what lures to throw, what are my confidence baits, and they worked. The craw worked, the plopper worked, the frog worked. I caught a decent amount of fish on a river that I've only fished on one other time. So I felt pretty good. Like, I was pretty confident. It felt good to finally get one on the board because it was literally like the boat launch was just on the other side of the river in the beginning of the video where I caught that first bass. Just on the other side. The river's not very wide, so like we launched, we kind of fished underneath the bridge, we went to the other side, caught a bass. It was fun. Interesting. I've only fished lakes as far as bass fishing go. Yeah, this is only my second other time. I mean, really, I think with rivers and depending on the river, right? But like rivers and lakes, like it's the same concept. On this river, there's docks. There's docks, bass hiding under docks. There was a ton of cover for these bass to hide in. That's literally what I was looking for. Like, I was directing the captain of the boat. His name's Andrew. My father-in-law's friend. I just called him captain because he was the captain. He didn't really do much fishing. But I would be like, hey, that spot over there with the tree, and I even think that we caught fish over there. That spot over there looks prime for bass. We went over there. My father-in-law caught a bass. I caught a bass. It was a good day. What up, LTM? So it was good. So now, granted, again, I've never really fished a lake, okay? Never been on a boat that was on a lake. Like, never done it. River. This is the only second time I've done something like this on a boat on a river. So I can't really give you a true, I feel, opinion. But I didn't notice a huge difference. I went in there throwing them where I've learned to throw it, and I got lucky. Big weekend in gaming, OG Fortnite. Dude, I've been so out of the loop. I mean, I'm still connected, obviously, on Twitter and stuff, or X, but I just don't game anymore. It's just not who I am anymore. I'm all about fishing. I got lures sitting on my desk, okay? I got reels sitting on my desk, okay? I just cleaned them. I'm not even about gaming. Guys, also check and make sure $14.97 for this BBZ rat, but it's actually, if you price match on Dick's Sporting Goods website, it's actually $13.97. So you can pick up this big old rat plopper, the Lab Rat, or the Fish Lab BBZ rat for $13.97. This is a $20 lure. I picked this up. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. 100%. What happens when I click wave? What does that do? Oh, I literally wave. That's hilarious. So you're telling me I have to like click wave? Can I go like this and we'll do something? You can do this. So interesting. Yeah, I've been so out of the loop with gaming. All right, it's my last time watching it. I think it's good. Have you ever almost changed a lure?
Simple edits.
Not to.
Pretty simple.
And glad you didn't. This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else. Oh. I got one. Way deep into the creek. Oh, yeah. Yep. He's underwater. Oh.
Hold on.
That was sweet. It's a good one. Whew. He was deep back there, way back there. Just over a pound. There he is.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I need to do. I need to... Yeah, I need... Oh gosh, I need to trim it down 5 seconds. Have you ever almost changed a lure, but decided not to, and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like
Wonder if I can...
I need to throw something else. I feel like I need to throw something else. I feel like I need to throw something else. I feel like I need to throw something else. Something else. Else.
Oh, it's so close. So Z, I know nothing about fishing, but is winter really good season to go? I thought fishing was more of a warmer weather kind of thing. Oh, I'm not fishing. You can do ice fishing, and that's just a different level of fishing. But no, winter is not good fishing. No, not for bank anglers, because everything's frozen on the bank, can't even cast it out. But no, typically fish, and I'm gonna specifically speak bass, they go deeper and they hug the bottom because they're cold, so their metabolism slows down, so they don't need to eat as much, which means they don't go after your lures as aggressively, and they don't need to go after them. So no, winter is not great for fishing, which is why my reels are down here, because I just cleaned them because the season's over for me. Which is why at this point I have a ton of videos ready to go. I have a video I'm recording tomorrow. I just went to an antique mall to look for fishing stuff. Just finished that video. Creating some shorts. I got a video vlog going coming in January. We're going to the Ultimate Fishing Show. February is the Outdoorama, which are just shows of a bunch of fishing stuff. So, but I got a ton of videos ready to go for this reason, because the off season. I specifically just recorded a bunch of videos, changed up my upload schedule. So when I would upload a video, or when I would create a video, it was basically every week I would drop a video, every Thursday. And now, because it's off season, I was grinding like every other day, or not every other day, twice a week, going fishing, making a video out of it. And it got to a point where like, I don't even know like how to, because with fishing, you can only come up with so many ideas for a video. And so like, you also got to be careful, because I don't want to burn myself out. So like, I don't want to like set up challenges for every time I go fishing, because it's not like, oh, top water only, big worms only, fishing with only these lures and stuff like that. Like that's just typical. Like there's a lot of content on YouTube of that style of content. And so like, if I was going fishing twice a week, trying to create those videos, I was like, man, what do I need to do? So, I have a video where it's uncut. So like, I called it uncut, but it's also where it is cut, where I fished for 3 to 4 hours, but turned it into an hour-long video where it's just me fishing, chatting, talking to you guys, so you guys see what I'm doing, but it's an hour-long video. Then I have videos where I fish with big worms, or we go on PB hunt day 3. So I'm trying to catch a new PB. Personal best. And but that to me, the PB hunt days are like my way of just fishing. Like that's just me fishing. Like I call them PB hunts, but it's me just throwing lures that I think bigger fish will maybe go after, but it's also just me fishing, so I don't have to worry about challenges or anything. And then I have a ton of vlogs, Ollie vlogs, Meyer vlog. I have the Antique Mall vlog. I have the vintage lure show I'm going to tomorrow vlog. I have the Outdoorama vlog and the Ultimate Fishing vlog and stuff like that. So I have a lot of content that's kind of a mixture, which I find to be refreshing to me, because it's so different. And I actually think what's this, again, it's something that I watched a video. He was doing a vlog, or not a vlog, a podcast, and Lunker. I always say Lunker Hunt. I forgot his name, but he's part of Guggen Squad, and I totally agree with this. And now I see it the most. So this is for everyone. People don't really, I mean, depending, right? But like, people don't really care about the fishing. They just want to watch your content. And I have noticed, besides my most successful video ever, which is me fishing with the stuff I found underneath Walmart shelf, all of my best videos are me not fishing. It's garage sale. Oh yeah, and that's another thing, which is actually going to be 2 weeks from now, garage sale video, day 2. Not day 2, another weekend. He sent me out. He's like, hey, we're doing the garage sale one more time before the season ends. So that's another vlog that's going to drop. But all of my videos that are the best are not fishing. And so, like, for example, my Grand Rapids fishing on the river, that video is sitting at 60 views. It's actually, since creating fishing content, that's probably like, and within this frame of creating content and growing an audience, it's probably my worst video. Because truly, like, people just want to hang out, and they don't really, and there's fishing all over, but garage sale fishing, that doesn't really happen. Ollie vlogs, that happens, but usually what happens is people do challenges, right? Let's go to Ollie's and see if we can find a rod, reel, lures, and go fishing with it. I'm just going there to vlog and see what they got, I know there's a lot of tons of my top 5 baits for this month vids, for example, but hearing your opinion. But I'm so new, man. I don't really, and again, I don't fish. I fish a private lake, so my opinion is very skewed because I can throw anything and those fish will bite it, which is why I did the video of top 5 lures that are top 5 fall baits that top YouTubers recommend. That because the lake that I fish is so populated and so unpressured, they will bite anything. And so, like, I don't know if my top 5 opinion would be really that great because they'll bite anything in that lake. And I don't fish I don't fish many spots where, like, I don't know, it's tough. It's tough. Hey, what's up, Andy? So I don't know. My opinion would be super skewed. But I'll tell you my top 5. My top 5s are big worms that I've had the most luck on. Big worms, and I'm not talking curly or ribbon. Frogs. Spinners. Craw. Can't leave out the craw. And I said fluke. Well, that's fall. So craw, big worms, frog, spinners, and what else did I say? Or what else would I say? Maybe a rattle? Like a lipless? Maybe. Fluke, maybe. It's hard to say. But again, it's like my opinion is so skewed. Some of my most lucky, but honestly though, the craw, hands down, that is a bait I will always bring with me, a craw. Always. Because no matter where I've been, I get bites on it. Whether it's nibbles or an actual fish coming back to me. But a craw, wacky worm, like, that's good, but that's consistent, Like, I feel like it's tough. But that's why I did the top 5 baits, top 5 fall baits of top YouTubers, because I feel like that is a little bit different style of video. Instead of making my own 5, I looked at other YouTubers' top 5. Again, it wasn't a crazy successful video, but it was fun for me because it was like not throwing my top 5. It was somebody else's.
to throw something else.
But I love
Oh.
frog fishing. I would say my favorite baits just from fishing now though, craw, frog, and big worms. Big worm, man. Only been fishing for 3 years. Well, yeah, then we're definitely the same. Because I have never fished like this in my entire life. Everybody has those stories like growing up fishing, right? Like you have those, everybody has those stories. But I have never fished this intensely. I never thought I'd ever own 4 rod combos, you know? Like I never thought I would own that stuff. Have bins full of soft plastics. I never thought I had that. You're kicking ass, Andy. See, but ribbon tails, I have not had that much luck with ribbon tails. I don't know what it is for me. I don't have confidence in ribbon tails. I just don't. Oh, no, hold on.
The NFL season is here. Get NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV and watch every game every Sunday, all in one place. Sign up today. Terms and embargoes apply.
Oh, no. Ribbon tails? No, not even ribbon tails. These. Just big old worms. And me and Lazy Baits. So Lazy Baits for a video we're going to do where I design a worm. This is, now granted, it just doesn't give it the perspective. You guys just don't see it. But this thing is massive, okay? This is a big worm, okay? Maybe ring finger. Like this is a sausage, okay? This is a hot dog that's 10 inches, okay? They got a little cutout in the middle. This worm is confident bait. That's how crazy it is. I am, but it's not a ribbon tail. I'm just talking big worms. This is a 10-inch worm. This is a confident bait for me. Not a ribbon tail. I have thrown big, like the old monster or something like that. The Zoom. The ribbon tail, no. Sometimes I believe maybe it was the time of the year that I was throwing it. Yeah, we're gonna make a worm. Yep, we're gonna make a worm. We're gonna design it. I'm gonna draw it out. I'm gonna send it to him. It's gonna be all video too. I'm gonna draw it out. I'm gonna send it to him. He's gonna record designing it. Send it to me. Go fishing with it. So it's gonna be cool. That's our plan, at least. But it could have been just the time of the year, but the ribbon tails, I don't know. It was just, I don't know if the flutter of the tail spooks the fish or whatnot, or like it's purely based on reaction, but it just does not give me the success that a big worm did. The video that was going to drop actually this Thursday that I swapped out for, I threw a 5-inch, 6-inch, 6.5, 7, 8, and a 10-inch worm. I threw big worms only in this video, and it was probably the best day of fishing I had in fall. So that's why big worms are now my confident bait for tough fishing. Because I think it's just such a different presentation. Even me, I'm like, there's no way I'm actually going to catch a fish with this. I'm basically throwing a little small snake. and I caught 2 giants. Wait till you see that video. Oh my God, that was such a good day of fishing. All right, so I need to export this. It was such a good day of fishing. Such a good day. Have you ever almost changed a lure, but my hands smell like the worm, and glad you didn't? This was one of those days.
All right, as much as I want to throw a frog, I feel like I need to throw something else.
All right, so now I can export this.
Oh, oh, oh. I got one. Way deep into the creek. Oh, yeah. Yep, he's underwater. Oh, that was sweet. Oh, it was a good one. Whew. He was deep back there, way back there. Just over a pound. There he is.
Those the big old worms, dude. It was such a good day of fishing. I'm not even joking. It was the best fishing I had in a long time. I would say, let me rephrase that. Best day of fishing in the fall, hands down. Because I was like, you know what? I have found a bait that I'm really confident in. It was the Slim Shake worm, 6.5 inch. Confident bait. Also, I had the Slim Shake worm in an 8 inch. And that was pretty confident. I was like, you know what? We're going to make a video on it. I'm going to throw baits that I'm confident with. And then, but you know what? We're going to do one bigger. We're going to go 10 inches as well. And I can't wait to show you guys this video. I know, I want to go fishing too, man. All right, so I'm going to go to this screen really quickly because it's going to be some privacy on there. Oh. Yeah, we got some fun stuff in the works, man. Some fun stuff. Also, I've been wanting to say it, but because, you know, on Instagram, it's the hardest place to grow. Because you grow and then you lose a lot. It's not like YouTube. Thank you guys for, if you watch this later, anybody watching this later, thank you guys for 700 followers on Instagram. But I just know Instagram changes so quickly. Oop, 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 no. Talking about fishing. Hey, at least talking about fishing craves the hunger to go fishing, or it settles the hunger to go fishing. But as soon as I go upstairs to play with Play-Doh and and all those things, I certainly crave fishing again. Definitely. All right, so uploaded that. So that's one short down. So again, like another thing too that you always see on Instagram, if you're someone like me, you kind of like you find motivational reels or whatnot, and then you also find stuff that like help you create content. I've saved a few. But there is some that just like the reason why your video is not getting clicks is because it looks like this and it's boring. And I'm like, yeah, but whatever you're using, I need to pay for. And I don't want to pay for that, so I have to do my own editing. There's a lot of fine print and that kind of stuff. Just keep, like, if you're wanting to create content, just create content. Don't listen to the the outside noise. People enjoy your content no matter what. Don't stress about. One of the things too that I've learned from content creation is no matter what, you always compare yourself to other people. That is just a given. You'll look at somebody and you'll be like, why like they could be even the same size as you, but their videos are getting way more views. You'll find yourself like, why is my video not getting so many views? Like, for example, my video that only is at 60 views right now. And I was like, it's a pretty good video. Like, but it could be title, it could be thumbnail, it could be just saturation. I'm not being picked up. And so you compare yourself like, man, my videos have been doing so good. Like, these are thoughts that I have. Man, my videos have been doing so good. Why is this one just tanking? But you gotta just remind yourself, like, there was a motivational thing that I watched, and it was, you know, whether you like him or not, but like Justin Bieber, not every one of his songs is a hit. So take that in perspective of like, not every one of your creations is going to be a hit. So just take it in stride. Post the content. If it's not good, it's okay. Maybe the next one will be. Like, for example, my garage sale video is sitting at 42,000 views. You know? For example, my fishing underneath fishing with whatever I find underneath Walmart shelf, that video is at 73,000 views. I did the exact same video, different Walmart, different lures, sitting at 400 views. I assumed it was going to almost be like the same thing, but it wasn't. So this guy, like, no matter how tough it can be, try not to compare yourself. Everybody does. You just have to remind yourself, just keep going. Just keep going. Maybe the next video will do really good. That's what I try to remind myself. Like, it's just tough sometimes because, like, now that my upload schedule is different, I upload twice a month. So, like, when a video is not doing great, it makes me feel pressure to upload another one sooner, but I have to remind myself all these videos will push me into spring. And I actually think I'll have extra. Yep. Okay. No. You're good. Oh, no, that's not okay. I looked that closely. No. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. No. That cost us a lot of money. No. We'll talk about this later. I feel this so freaking much. One video, a review, it might get 250 views. I do a video of an app 2 years ago, nearly 20K. I don't get it, but I love it. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, it really is. It feels, as much as people like to say algorithm, the word algorithm, it's just random. It's just random. Like, for example, YouTube Shorts is, to me, the funniest thing, because they show you, you can watch your analytics, and it's like videos just going pew, 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 just straight, just flat. It's like, what ended there? Like, why couldn't it keep going? Like, what stopped pushing it? Oh, it got enough views. Like, that to me is the craziest thing. That to me is the craziest. So, algorithm or not, I think it's title. I don't even think it's algorithm. I think it's just, if you make your title clicky, like whether it's the title or the thumbnail, and it's clicky. It has nothing to do with algorithm. It has nothing to do with pushing to people. It has everything to do with, are you able to trigger something in someone to click that? So if your title is, I'm done, ... people are, of course, going to want to see what you're done with. Like, people are going to want to hear it. And then sometimes, to me, in my mind, it's like, people aren't going to watch the whole video. They just want to know what you're done with. So it's going to have a lot of views, but people are just skipping through the video to try to find out what you're done with. So I don't know. So I try to take it in stride. I've learned a lot in my days of content creation. I take it in stride. You know, occasionally I'll change titles to try to see if other people want to click on it. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? Like this video, for example, my fishing on the river, it's not doing great. I don't really want to change it. It is what it is. Video's not doing great, but what happened with Norm? He's claimed to be the algorithm master. It could be all right time, right place, right time. Right time, right place. I don't think anybody's a master. I think it's just, you know, when I was creating Twitch content. So this is all opinion, by the way. This is all my opinion, not fact. So maybe, you know, it is algorithm per se, how it gets pushed, but a title and a thumbnail could be amazing and still not get clicks. So I don't know. At least that's my opinion. But it could just, I think it's also, there's a lot of time, right place, and a lot of luck. You know, if there's a niche that needs to be filled and you're the first one there, get ready to ride a wave, man. If that niche is something people want to watch and there's nobody making that content, ride that wave. Take it as, like, listen, I don't care how many people are hating on the Huck Tua girl. Listen, ride that wave. Everybody would ride that wave. I don't care who you are. She is now a millionaire. I don't care who you are. Haters gonna hate. Listen, it's not the most, like, to me, it's, you know, like, really, you got famous off that? But, like, if I was able to get famous off something I said that quickly, and it's not, like, a terrible thing, right? Like, it's a sexual thing. But she said it. It got her famous. Bunch of viral sounds made about her. She rode the wave, man. And now she's a millionaire. She was working some 9-to-5 crappy job, and now she's a millionaire. She's doing podcasts. She's going to, like, shows. Like, are you kidding me? I would love that. But you know what? Not everybody can. So right now for me, it's I love content creation. If I can make money off creating content, that's my dream. Even if it is making a couple $100 a month, because transparency. As of right now, every month, when I first started my fishing content, finally got partnered, making ad revenue. I was making about $100 to $200 a month off of YouTube. It's not a lot. It's not gonna like, you know, pay the mortgage. But that is passive income that, like, right now, the only work I'm doing is networking and creating shorts and such like that, but it's passive. You know, like, I sit at my desk, I think about it all day. But it supports my $200 is groceries and taking my daughter somewhere, like, and we didn't have to pull it out of cuz again, I don't have a job other than YouTube and another, like, part-time little gig that I get every once in a while. But so any extra money helps us. So the $200 I make from YouTube a month, that's huge. That's huge. I love content creation. It's my passion. It's my dream to be able to do this full time. I got the taste of it. I got the taste of it back in 2019 when I fully went full time. 2018. Got a taste of it. Loved it. Finally had a little bit of success towards the end, and then I had to stop, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And now I still love content creation, so I try to figure out what I can do to create content. I find anything that I can do that helps me keep that passion. And it went from, gaming to Pokemon YouTube, because I didn't have to stream for 8 hours and create content. I could just stream, I could go create my content, edit it, and I could do it all within a certain amount of time. And then that was just too expensive. Pokemon content is just too expensive. And then it went from my part-time job that I'm working now, that like every once in a while I work. I was creating content around that. I'm like, but this is just, no, I just want to work it. I don't want to create content around it. And I was just like, what can I do? And so I got back into photography, was doing my automotive photography stuff, but I hated the level of thirsty I needed to be to try to take pictures of people's cars. I hated trying to reach out to people to get them to come let me take pictures of their car. I hated trying to schedule stuff with people to try to take pictures. I was just like, this is just not fun. Like, this is, I created business cards that I was putting on people's cars that I saw in parking lots, but like, hey, I would love to take pictures of your car. Follow me on Instagram so we can, schedule something. People would DM me, be like, hey, that's my car. I would love to take pictures. Let's figure something out. And then gone, ghosted. And I'm like, this is just not fun. I'm like, what can I do? And then I found fishing. And I had my buddy's GoPro. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. And my first video dropped in end of September. Here I am. I have found a new passion. It feeds my content creation hunger to create content, but also fishing is just so much fun. It can be tiresome because there's days that you don't catch anything, right? You go out fishing, 3 hours, you caught one bass. 3 hours, you catch nothing. But that's just the name of the game. It's the idea, right? It's that like, you just don't know. I think my daughter's up. Or someone is up. Or maybe my wife is still home. But either way. So, enough of the rant. Enough of the talking. Maybe we could do some stuff. T, do you still do your podcast? How do I connect to like Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff? Maybe we could create some sort of podcast. I got the mic for it. This is a really nice mic to do it. Do some sort of chat, just chatting podcast. Just talking fishing podcast. We're just talking about fishing. I think that'd be fun. See if we get anybody in here for it. Which one? Probably Spotify, honestly. How do I upload to Spotify? Or which one's easier? Which one requires the less annoying work to upload it to which? Another fish story. Spotify. So then, yeah, Spotify for sure. Great. I honestly just be like, just talking about fish. Just talking about fishing. I don't know. All right. So unfortunately, in about 4 minutes, I'm gonna have to wake up everyone. Have to listen only or leave soon. No, dude, Sam, no worries. I'm gonna have to leave soon too. It's almost 2 o'clock, which means if my daughter's napping, she needs to wake up, and hopefully my son is still napping, and he has to get up soon too. Anyway, so I have only about 4 more minutes. Take advantage of YouTube. 40% of podcasts are consumed via YouTube. That's true. Like some like video style podcast. Okay. See, but that my I guess like I guess I would just record this, take the audio, put it to an RSS feed, and then point it Spotify towards it. So because I just need to record this, and which I could do totally. I think it'd be fun. T, man, I miss you, dude. I miss you. Still expecting you to come here to Michigan so we can do some haunted stuff. You guys, Sam, if you don't know, I'm talking to T Monster, who's in my Twitch chat. I've known T for a long time, and he's now. Are you still doing the haunted stuff, the paranormal activity kind of stuff? Dude, 100%. And then guess what we'll do? You got to do it during the like summertime. Come out this way. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Come out this way during the summer. We'll do haunting at night, go fishing in the morning. Let's do it. Let's do it. Or vice versa. Go fishing in the morning, haunting at night. Hot, I know, dude. All right, guys. I do have to wrap it up though, because I'm gonna post this reel that I just made on Instagram, or made for Instagram and YouTube before I go wake them up. Would love that. Well, let's talk. Let's talk. I got some fun things. Unfortunately, Molly is now back to working, so no more maternity leave. So I can't fish as much as I used to, unfortunately, but I'm sure I'll still be able to get out. See ya, T. Sam, take it easy. Anybody watching anywhere, if you're watching this on Instagram later, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys tune into our lives. It's a lot of fun. A lot of chatting time. Get to know you guys. Bye, everybody. If you're watching us, YouTube, bye. Twitch, bye. Instagram, bye. Talk to you guys later.